In today's training video, I am going to teach you how to speak English confidently and fluently in a job interview. If you want to know how to instantly improve your English speaking skills, please make sure you watch this video in its entirety. The tips I am about to give you will help you become a confident English speaker. And just very quickly, if you are new to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up, because that really does energize and motivate me to create more great content for you. Okay, let's get straight into the tutorial where I give you 8 brilliant tips to help you speak English confidently and fluently. Here we go. Tip number 1 for speaking English confidently and fluently is to make sure you slow down your pace of communication. When you are speaking English in a job interview, there is a tendency to speak quickly because you are nervous and you want the interview to be over as quickly as possible. However, when you slow down, it makes you instantly come across as confident in your English speaking skills. Listen to how I am speaking now. I am coming across as a confident communicator. So tip number 1 is to make sure you slow down your pace of communication. It will make a big difference whenever you are speaking English in a job interview. Tip number 2 for speaking English confidently and fluently is to make sure you wear a smart outfit to your job interview. This is very important for several reasons. Whenever you wear a smart outfit, it instantly makes you feel more confident. Number 2, it tells the hiring manager that you have high personal standards. Look at me. I always wear a smart outfit whenever I am presenting these videos. I wear a smart outfit because it makes me feel confident in my English speaking skills. Make sure, tip number 2, you always wear a smart outfit to your interview. It will make a big difference to your confidence levels. Tip number 3 for speaking English confidently and fluently in a job interview is to focus on good body language. What do I mean by this? Good body language will make you come across as a confident communicator. So during your interview, make sure you sit upright in the chair, push your chest out and smile while communicating with the hiring manager. That will make you come across as confident. Also, when the interview starts, make sure you give the hiring manager a firm handshake and maintain good eye contact while answering the questions. So tip number 3 for speaking English confidently and fluently is to practice good body language. Brilliant tip number 4 for speaking English confidently is to practice before your interview 5 important English phrases. Now, there are 5 phrases you should practice a lot before your interview. These 5 phrases that I am about to give you will help you come across as a confident English communicator. So here are the 5 English phrases for you to write down and practice before your interview. English phrase number 1 for you to practice is, I am grateful for the opportunity to interview for this position. Say that English phrase at the start of your interview. English phrase number 2 for you to write down and practice before your interview is, I have the skills to match the job description. That is a brilliant English phrase to use in an interview because you are telling the hiring manager you have studied the job description and you understand its importance. English phrase number 3 is, I am a confident problem solver. That is a brilliant English phrase to say in your interview because all hiring managers want to take on people who are good at problem solving. Write that down and practice it before your interview. English phrase number 4 is a brilliant one, and that is, I am a supportive team worker. All hiring managers want to employ people who are good collaborators. Collaborators are people who work closely with their co-workers. So if you say the phrase, I am a supportive team worker, it will put you across as a confident English communicator and someone the hiring manager will want to hire. And English phrase number 5 for you to write down and practice before your interview is, I have researched your company and am attracted to your positive workplace culture. That is such a strong English phrase to say in your interview, again, that will help you come across as a confident communicator. Okay, let's now move on to my English speaking skills tip number 5. Okay, let's quickly recap. We have covered 4 tips so far to help you speak English confidently and fluently. Tip number 1 was to make sure you slow down your pace of communication. That gives you the time to think what it is you want to say, and it will make you come across as confident. Tip number 2 was to make sure you wear a smart and professional outfit. That will make you instantly feel more confident. Tip number 3 is to practice good body language. Smile, firm handshake, and make sure you maintain eye contact with the hiring manager. And tip number 4 was to make sure you practice those 5 English phrases. Now, tip number 5 for speaking English confidently and fluently is to make sure you practice a mock interview before the real thing. Now, this is very important for several reasons. If you practice a mock interview, it will definitely help improve your confidence levels and ability to speak English answers fluently throughout your interview. Sit down in front of a friend or relative, or even in front of a mirror, and practice giving your answers to the following interview questions. Write these down. Question number 1, tell me about yourself. Interview question number 2, why do you want this job? Interview question number 3, what are your greatest strengths? Interview question number 4 is, what is your biggest weakness? And question number 5 to practice is, why should we hire you? Now, if you want brilliant English answers to these and more common interview questions, please click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video at any time. Okay, so that's 5 of our 8 brilliant tips covered for helping you speak English confidently and fluently. Let's now move on to tip number 6, and that is to make sure you know what you are going to say if you can't answer one of the interview questions. Now, there is the possibility that you will struggle to answer one of the questions at your interview. And if you can't answer one of the questions, I recommend you say the following brilliant English phrase. Write this down. Please, can I come back to the question at the end of the interview? That is a brilliant English phrase to say if you can't answer one of the questions, because returning to the question at the end of the interview gives you more time to think what it is you want to say. And the chances are the hiring manager will forget to ask you the question anyway. Let's now move on to tip number 7, and that is to make sure, and this is very important for speaking English confidently, that you practice your answer to the first question. And that question is going to be, tell me about yourself. If you practice your answer, your English answer to the question, tell me about yourself, it will give you confidence at the start of the interview when you will be the most nervous. So if you practice giving a confident answer, it will create a really good impression with the hiring manager, and it will ensure the rest of your interview goes smoothly. Now, when you answer the question, tell me about yourself, I recommend you talk about 4 things: the skills you have, your education background and experience, any accomplishments you have achieved in life so far, and the type of person you are and what you will do in the role for their company. Those 4 things stand for SEAT, S-E-A-T. And you can remember your English answer to tell me about yourself because you will be sitting down on a seat at your interview. Now, if you want the perfect English answer to that first interview question, click the related video link in the top corner of the video. Okay, let's now move on to tip number 8 for speaking English confidently and fluently in your job interview. Now, a great way to impress the hiring manager with your English speaking skills is to make sure you ask at the end of your job interview 2 smart questions. At the end of your job interview, the hiring manager will say to you, that's the end of the interview. Do you have any questions for us? There is a tendency for people to say, no, I don't have any questions. They don't want to ask questions because they want the interview to be over as soon as possible. However, when you ask 2 smart questions, it further demonstrates that you have good English speaking skills. But which questions should you ask? Well, here they are for you to write down and practice before your interview. Question number 1 to ask is, can you tell me more about the team I would be a part of in this role? That is a brilliant English question to ask at the end of your interview because that tells the hiring manager you understand the importance of teamwork. And the second question to answer is, what advice would you give to the successful candidate who wants to excel in their work for your company? That is a smart question to ask because it tells the hiring manager you are someone who is open to feedback and constructive guidance. Okay, we have now covered the 8 tips to help you speak English confidently and fluently. Tip number 1, slow down your pace of communication. Number 2, wear a smart outfit. It will make a big difference. Number 3, improve your body language. Number 4, practice those 5 phrases I gave you during the tutorial. Number 5, practice a mock interview. It will make a huge difference to your English speaking skills and confidence. Tip number 6, know what to say if you can't answer one of the questions. Practice your answer to the question, tell me about yourself. It is important you create a confident and positive first impression. And tip number 8, make sure you ask 2 smart English questions at the end of your job interview. Now, if you want to accelerate your English speaking skills even further, make sure you watch the next section of this training video. In it, I will tell you how you can instantly download my brilliant English skills preparation package. Here we go. The next thing to do to improve your English speaking skills is click the link right now in the top right-hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website where you can instantly download my brilliant English speaking skills support package. Here's exactly what you get when you download the pack. So you will learn how to improve your English in under 10 minutes. You will get my top 25 business English phrases that are explained so that you fully understand how to use them. You will also get my 10 tips for speaking better English, my top 30 English answers to job interview questions. You will get an interview thank you and follow-up email in English, my 7 job cover letter templates, my 7 ready-made CV English templates, my top English power words for job interviews. You will also learn how to ask for a pay rise in English, my 15 motivational statements for managers in English. You will also get 50 English business phrases for managers and leaders. That's a job interview conversation in English so you can practice it. You will also learn how to sound confident speaking in English, and you will also learn how to introduce yourself in English in a job interview. So if you want all of this in your inbox within the next 2 minutes, make sure you click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video. And finally, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please give the video a like and make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a wonderful day.